And the parties
Okay.
are Ebony Milner Tribe as petitioner and the Federal National Mortgage Association as the respondent. And I also sent you a chat with a little bit of additional information.
Okay. All right. So Miss Ebony Milner is present. Also the Mr. Brown, who's on here on behalf of Federal National Mortgage Association. Mr. Brown, Ms. Milner, is my understanding that this was heard in magistrate court and this is a request for appeal. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. This is a petition for review from a dispossessory judgment. She was a tenant at sufferance post foreclosure.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Milner, tell me what's going on.
Judge, well, this is a case of land rights, tribal law, and treaties.
No, ma'am. No.
And I would just like to say that I'm a tribal member, part of the Cash Box Trust Tribe.
No, ma'am.
Governments.
No, ma'am. We're not doing that.
And American Indian landowner.
No, ma'am.
This is absolutely hilarious. The judge isn't about to hear any of this lady's tribal defense. It's all nonsense. And this judge is like, sorry, try again.
So we're not doing all that. So this is a simple eviction. So you can tell me how much was owed, how much you paid, whether there's anything to that allowed you to stay in the property, or whether there's money owed to you. I don't do the whole trust, tribe, all of that, because that's not what we do.
Well, that's what this is in regards to.
Well, then, ma'am, that's not what we're doing here. I would either have to transfer you to a tribal court, which I don't know if one exists for you, or for superior court, because this involves a foreclosure. Essentially, he bought the house through a foreclosure. You were a tenant in the house at the time, or you owned the house and he bought it under the foreclosure. And then it was whether you get to stay in the house and pay rent or whether you're going to be evicted. Am I clear, Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor. And
right. Because I don't deal with I went to law school for 3 years, have practiced law for over 30 years, have been a judge for over 12 years. I don't do the trust stuff because that's some arcane, esoteric stuff that you all believe that we don't follow here in the judicial system.
I understand. Well, I would also like to say that I'm not here to handle any of my private affairs in the public.
Excuse me, ma'am. But what in the doohickey are you talking about?
Okay, so I'm not sure what that means. You asked for the appeal.
Yes, and as I was stating, I'm a tribal member, part of the Cash Box Trust Tribe, and also an Indian American landowner. So this case is in regards to trust and tribal land.
So the property, the foreclosure is on a house on tribal land?
Correct.
Which tribe?
I'm sorry?
Which tribe?
The Ebony Milner tribe.
No, sir. I don't know of that tribe, ma'am. So
yes, and all the documentation had been put on file as well.
Okay.
Post foreclosure.
I got all that, but here's the thing. So I'm going to read one more time. Whoever's in the background or their Miller tribe, not sure who that is. I'm going to have to meet them. Because you're the one who's listed on this case. So I can't hear from all of that. So here's the thing. Like I said, I've explained to you that if somebody purchases a home through foreclosure, then the people who were owners of the home or buying the home have two options. They can leave or they can be treated as tenants in the home. And in this case, it appears that Mr. Brown's client sought to evict you, and now you are asking for a review of that. So in my role in this court, I can go through the case as if it was never heard in magistrate court. But what I will tell you is I'm going to ask very specific questions. I'm going to follow the law under the state of Georgia with respect to landlord tenant. And if you're not able to provide me that information, then I'm going to determine that you're not able to prosecute the case in the way that it needs to be, and I'll dismiss it for want of prosecution.
Well, again, American tribal landowner, so
Okay.
those laws
No,
that you
ma'am.
may speak of don't
No.
apply to me.
No. Well, then, okay, I'm going to dismiss your appeal for want of prosecution. The court does not have jurisdiction over American tribal land, nor is there a designation of this property being a tribal land. So at this point, the court is going to dismiss this for want of prosecution. Thank you. All right, next.